is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Strong opening. Welcome to DBL. It's Friday, December 4th. I'm Tori here with Alan Brandon. How you guys doing?
Good. You look lovely.
Thank you.
You do.
Thank
you.
you.
Great.
It's a rush to get up here, but I'm all okay. Am I okay?
Brandon busting out with the tie on a Friday. I thought it was casual Fridays, but I love it.
Looking good. All right, let's get straight to the news because this is serious with the pandemic hitting historic highs. A lot of folks are holding out hope for a vaccine, but experts say it'll only help if enough people take it. So now there's a new proposal by a former congressman to give people a $1,500 stimulus check in return for taking the vaccine. Speaking of which, Pfizer has scaled back production estimates for its vaccine. Instead of supplying 100 million doses by the end of this year, they now estimate they'll only be able to make 50 million doses. That's 50% cut. So DBL Nation, we want to know what you think. Should the stimulus checks be tied to the vaccine? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Al?
Yeah.
I do too.
I think you can look at it like, no one's forcing you. They're not saying you can't renew your driver's license. That's another issue. When somebody's like, I'll give you money to make you feel better, I'm fine with that. If you got $1,500 as a baby to get your booster shot, your measles, your mumps, your rubella,
your polio,
throw that in the account, you'd be a rich man right now.
But as a baby, you know no better.
Your parents do.
But this is, even to propose this, I think this is disrespectful because the American people have done their job. They've shut down their businesses. They're washing their hands.
We have?
As much as we can under the leadership that we have. But if I'm going to go along with what you guys are saying, if you're going to give these people the money, then there better be some sort of nutritional program backed with that. If you have these side effects, which we really don't know what the long-term side effects are with this, then your medical bills should be paid for after that. Don't just sign people up just because they're in dire need of money right now, just to be a guinea pig of this vaccine that we don't know anything about.
A solution to this. Because I don't think we as a country can go on for another year. This is an emergency. And I get what you're saying. If we were talking about vitamin C, like it would just make you feel better, make your teeth whiter, make your skin look better, that's a personal thing. I want people's businesses to be open, and I want to feel safe shopping there. I don't want to see a restaurant at 50% capacity trying to make their monthly cut. So I'm with you. I'm with you.
What do I always say? The red, white, and blue, you dangle some green and things will change. Did I say it right that time?
No.
It was way better last time.
You can't say, what do I always say?
Because I said it once. I said it once.
You say halfway through it.
I've said it one time.
For 1,500, can you say it right?
Say it, Tori. Before the next story, say it.
All right. First, let's get to the megaphone. No, 56. So you guys disagree with Al and I and agree with Brandon on a slight majority, 56%. I want to get to the comments. Molly says, I don't feel like I should have to take the vaccine to get the stimulus money, but I'll do what I have to do to keep food on the table or for my kids. Bill says bribery to get us on the vaccine. In other words, we become part of the experiment.
You don't have to take it.
Its safety, correct. And Betty says hopefully $1,500 is enough to overcome all the stupidity spewed by the anti-vaxxers. It's not a bribe, it's incentive in my mind.
They have gun buyback programs.
It's an ultimatum.
100%.
It's an ultimatum.
And we're there. We're on the third wave, and some countries are done with coronavirus, so we got to work on something, in my opinion. Now, a lot of you are going to write me, and I love that.
And now you have something to do right now before we go to the next story.
You know what to do with the red, white, and blue. You just dangle some green.
Okay.
All right. I'll take it.
All right. Thanks, guys. All right.
Like a Texas bar owner.
This is a really interesting story. I know you all have seen this on your feeds. One of the stars of Black Panther is in some hot water right now. Letitia Wright got a ton of backlash after she posted a controversial anti-vax video on Twitter last night. She has since deleted the post, but she has explained her decision, tweeting, "My intention was not to hurt anyone. My only intention of posting the video was it raised my concerns with what the vaccine contains and what we are putting in our bodies, nothing else." Well, her Avengers co-star Don Cheadle reacted to her post, tweeting, "I would never defend anybody posting this, but I still won't throw her away over it." So the question is, what happens to celebs who post anti-vax conspiracy theories? And do you think it will affect Letitia's career? Brandon?
I don't think it's going to affect her career because there are a lot of people out there who feel like this when it comes to this vaccine. Now, I don't know what that guy in that video was talking about, whatever vitamins or minerals or whatever is.
Yeah, people think there's metal in the vaccine that will go and make us have antennae, that 5G could be. That's part of the conspiracy, which is insane to me.
I'm not going that far, but in order for her comeback, which everyone is entitled to, I feel like she should be part of some roundtable discussion where they all sit and they talk about the pros
Brandon,
and cons of the vaccine.
I don't think she should be part of that discussion. You know why? Because she's not a scientist.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Should a scientist be part of her Black Panther 2 roundtable discussion about where the script is going to go? A scientist knows as much about that script as she knows about science. She's a human being that's just saying some stuff she heard. I talked to you about football. You played. I can tell you some stuff I heard. I think the Browns might cover the 6.5 points this week, but you know, you've put the chin strap on. You've been at practice. If I go, Brandon, how much does the hamstring injury affect a wide receiver? You say, well, I had that in 2016. Here's what happens. You are an expert in that field. I am not. So you go to the experts for what they know.
However, does she have a right to say it?
You have a right to say anything except fire in a movie theater don't make it right.
But Al, what you just said just affirms the reason why she should be there, because there should be a scientist right there dispelling everything that she and everything that's part of this video, all of this anti-vax nonsense that's out there. That scientist should right there with the passion that you just told me, tell her so all of her following can see that.
But they do. Go to the CDC. Go look at it. It's
People
there.
don't trust science. And
I
that's
know,
the thing.
that's the
They'd
problem.
rather trust an actress.
It's
I mean,
true.
you know.
Yep, it's totally true.
Here we are. It's a
And
strange
let us know
thing.
if you agree with Letitia. We want to hear from you. Well, we have a crazy story. Listen up, all you believers. We're getting more information from the government's task force on UFOs. So 2 classified Pentagon reports on the mysterious objects have been revealed, including, yes, a newly leaked photo. Here it is. It shows what the pilot described as a silver object found hovering 30 to 35,000 feet in the air above the Atlantic Ocean. Now, let's zoom in because we can see nothing from there. It appears to be some sort of triangular object.
Looks like my home state of Ohio.
Yeah.
It's Ohio. That's what it is. The report did not determine any origin and reportedly could not rule out alien or non-human technology for some of the objects. Now, here's where it gets weird. I already think it's weird. There's some speculation that some of the UFOs observed are able to freely move through the air and underwater, raising the possibility that aliens are operating beneath the ocean. So there's like an Aquaman.
You know, I watch Planet Earth all the time.
You do?
Sir David Attenborough does say we know more about deep space than we do know about our own deep seas.
Fascinating.
So what's going on down there?
Fascinating.
I don't know.
Are you ready for the nerd alert?
Oh, I can't
siren to
wait.
go
Okay,
off?
let's hear it.
I thought mine was a nerd.
Yours was good. Yours was
I
good.
actually listened to two-hour podcasts with the man that found this. He's a very, very, very credible. He had over.
You said
I think,
4 varies, so that's
Yeah,
good.
he had, I think, over 3,800 hours of flight time. He's the person that personally observed this. These are scientists. These are pilots. These are people that are not trying to get Twitter followers. And so when somebody like that says something, it has to bear some weight. If you see him, he's not trying to be famous. He's not. He looks like a middle school science teacher. He's like, this is what I saw.
Wow, wow. All right, guys. Are they out there?
Aliens.
If they are, they're watching DBL.
That's right.
Coming up on DBL.
Smart aliens. They're
That's right,
higher
very
intelligence.
smart. She shot to fame after competing on RuPaul's Drag Race. I got the honor to speak with Ms. Cracker about her onstage persona and career in comedy. Plus, speaking of queens, the queen of Christmas music, Mariah Carey, is back with a new holiday song featuring a few special guests. It is another hit, yes, or is it another miss?
Santa, if you get this letter, won't you help me out? I know you're kind of busy with your elves right now, and I don't know how you do the things you do when I sleep on Christmas Eve. But it's amazing.
See yourself.
Today on DBL, we're catching up with RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star, the hilarious Ms. Cracker.
I don't know if I have time for stand-up, and COVID was like, guess what? You have time.
That's today only on DBL.
Santa, if you get this letter, won't you help me out? I know you're kinda busy with your elves right now, and I don't know how you do the things you do when I sleep on Christmas Eve.
Okay, welcome back to DBL. We're getting into the holiday spirit with Mariah Carey's new Christmas song, Oh Santa, with Ariana Grande and Jennifer Hudson. I didn't even see her there, looking fabulous. It's, of course, the most wonderful time of the year when holiday songs are everywhere, but Blake Shelton recently revealed his go-to song is a bit unusual. It's called I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Here's the version we dug up. Have a listen.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. Don't want a doll, no dinky tinker toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy.
Okay.
How entitled do you have to be to want a hippopotamus for Christmas?
Such
What
a good
happened to
call.
just a fire truck? Al?
Hippopotamus, first of all, they're super dangerous. And
Very.
also, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think like a lot of holiday songs, that's tied to some in his childhood.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
That's
but-
me
yeah.
reaching an olive branch to Mr. Sheldon. I'm going to give him that.
Okay.
You have tears in your eyes.
Oh man, and I grew up Jewish, so I didn't listen to these, and they're always like, da 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 da, hippopotamus.
Yeah, there was a period of music where a lot of songs sounded like
Very
that.
tinny.
And then all human beings were like, let's not do that
Let's
anymore.
move on from there. Yeah, I'm glad. All right, so what do you make of Blake's choice, and what are your favorite songs? We head over to B London. What's your favorite holiday
It all
song?
starts with J5, J5, J5.
The old Jackson 5?
Jackson 5, Santa Claus coming. My mom's favorite album.
Now, what's happening in the London household when this is
Oh, absolutely. Get the nutmeg.
Yeah.
Whether it's a virgin nutmeg or eggnog, it could be whatever, you know.
There we
Play
go.
some Jackson 5, have a great time. And Trouble.
And Trouble.
And Trouble.
Wait, Al, do you remember when we used to have meetings before the pandemic, what he would bring in to drink for a random
In
morning?
July.
In July.
Brandon just drinks eggnog.
Eggnog.
In a non-holiday fashion. Brandon's like, you know what? I need 900 calories before 7 a.m. Let's go ahead and knock this out. Are
Just
you
straight up milk
That's how you know
eggnog.
he's a pro athlete. If I
Totally.
did that, you would wheel me in here to do the show.
So
It was
good.
awful. Oh my God, and I'm like
You do that.
lactose intolerant. All right, what, Al, is your favorite, what puts you in the mood instantaneously?
Oh, it's the boys from Motown Philly. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Little Let It Snow. Yeah.
Whoa,
Okay. Little
sexy.
pandemic action, everybody.
That's why you got the
didn't
top
go
button
home.
undone.
It's just you and your girl, you and your partner.
Okay.
You guys chilling. Put that on. Little Brandon eggnog, virgin or non, and then have a good night.
I like it.
Yeah.
Very sort of smooth and
I can't
splashy.
wait for tours.
Yes.
I can't wait
I bet
for
you it's a
yours.
hippopotamus.
It is, first of all, it's not the hippopotamus. But my favorite, because I have to be honest here, Hanukkah doesn't get a lot of love. Okay? We don't get a lot of songs either. We got Dreidel Dreidel or nothing. So here I got my favorite. It's Adam Sandler. You know it, the Hanukkah song.
Paul Newman's half Jewish and Goldie Hawn's half too. Put them together, what a fine looking Jew.
So play your harmonica and have a happy Hanukkah, huh?
Hey.
I would argue that song is the biggest ambassador that Hanukkah has.
I agree with you.
Because as a black man, I remember when that came out, and I remember just hearing so many people playing it. That was huge before, like, you could really stream everything.
Totally,
People
before
still,
YouTube.
Yeah, it was still huge.
It was big.
Hey, Tori, you should put this out there in the universe right now to get a whole bunch of Jewish artists to come together and make a new classic or make the classic for
All right,
Hanukkah.
I do have the special bat signal. Beep. So all the Jews, let's go and have a song, okay? Done. They're
All
in
right,
it. They're
there
on
we
it.
go.
They're all on
Can I
it.
be honorary?
You're totally honorary.
Yes.
Totally. So are you. Get on in here.
Wait, do I get 10% for the idea?
Yeah, no, you don't. All right, well, right. We'll be right back.
If you have met
Welcome back to DBL. Mainstream media is embracing drag queen performers more than ever before, meaning audiences are being introduced to a slew of talented performers for the very first time. Well, in today's DBL Spotlight, you'll meet Ms. Cracker. She's a New York queen who loves her Jewish heritage. Yes, she loves Hanukkah, and she talked with me all about it. Check it out. I am here with the one, the only Ms. Cracker. Woo-hoo! I'm so excited
she's
you're
a
here.
woman.
Hello. Hello. I wanted to first ask you, you are a proud Jew like I am. First of all, member of the tribe, holla, holla.
Yes.
You don't see drag mixed with religion a lot, and you've incorporated it into your entire sort of aura. Tell us about that and how you've mixed Judaism into it, because I love it.
Well, I didn't know what a Jewish girl I was until I watched season 10 and I heard all of the Yiddishisms that I made.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm so like irrepressibly Jewish that I need to just embrace it. Do you know what I mean? Because anything else would be like swimming against the tide, and you don't want to do that, you drown.
Anywho. Have you been able to practice drag? Where have you been finessing Ms. Cracker since the COVID-19 pandemic?
I've been doing outdoor shows. I've been doing stand-up, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I have time for stand-up. And COVID was like, guess what? You have time.
Were you more nervous to do drag the first time or stand-up?
I was more nervous to do stand-up because when I
Totally.
first did drag, when I was first to do drag, there was like 4 people in the room. Do you know what I mean? And nobody was paying attention. So having to start from the ground up on something that while everybody's looking, I think was terrifying.
Yeah, my stand-up usually had 4 people in the room and no one was listening either. So that sounds more like my stand-up.
Honestly,
I wanted
that's
to
how you
ask
know you're doing stand-up right. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a mitzvah.
You are on Bon Appetit's cooking channel, and it's actually some of the most watched videos that they have, Miss Cracker. So how do you think and get your head around sort of normalizing mainstream media? Because that has been a big leap, and it's come really fast. And now all of a sudden, it's sort of very normalized. Do you see what a huge progression that is, and how do you feel about it?
I think that it's a really beautiful thing that drag has launched itself into the mainstream, but I think particularly what's beautiful is the effect that it has on female audiences, on anyone who calls themselves a woman. Because I think it's given people of all kinds, straight women, cis women, trans women, a sense of the fact that a woman can be anything she wants to be, and that anything that she wants to be is beautiful. So that's what I think is the most beautiful part for me, is that sense of empowerment it gives people.
Okay, so tell me about your Hanukkah plans. Do you have any? Are there going to be latkes? What do you do?
I have very special Hanukkah plans. One of them is to release my singles. I have a single with Jujubee from All Stars 5 called 8 Days of You. Yes. And I have a single called Get Me the Out of Here, which is all about the joys of spending the holidays with family.
Thank you so much, Miss Cracker, for stopping by. For more Miss Cracker in your life, check out her podcast, She's a Woman.
She's a woman!
Where she interviews women from all different industries about their experiences. And remember, tickets for her tour are on pre-sale now. It has been such a pleasure. It has been what you call beshert in Yiddish. It means it was meant to be. Yeah? It was meant to be.
Yes, it's a mitzvah.
Thank
it's a
you
good
so
thing,
much.
I know. Thank you,
It's
darling.
a mitzvah. It's a good deed. Thank you, love. Mwah. Take care.
Mwah.
Promotional consent.
Welcome back to DBL. There is a perception that men are more dangerous drivers, right? Turns out, well, women aren't so perfect either. Why am I reading this? No, I'm kidding. We're chatting about it on today's DBL Drive, sponsored by CarShield. So new research reveals, regardless of gender, 79% of drivers showed aggressive behavior behind the wheel. When it comes to speeding, 52% is men, 33% women. And get this, 27% of women make rude gestures or honk at drivers. And when it comes to running red lights, men do it only 2% more often than women. When it comes to driving for peace of mind, get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619. I have for a free quote. That's a great thing. I should add at the end.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's sort of the whole thing. I do want to let you guys know a comment. Nikki from Facebook writes us. She's mad. My daughter loves what I want a hippopotamus for Christmas so much that Santa brought her an ornament that plays the song last year.
Okay, is her daughter Blake Shelton? I'm fine with a kid. I said it's for
okay
kids.
with
I said they were
kids.
childhood
So
members
Nikki,
attached to it.
enjoy Santa.
yes.
We're so happy you brought that. Yeah, very smart. All I want for Christmas is peace and love.
There you go.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you Monday, same time, same place. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful weekend.